Hi everyone. Hope you had a lovely week and hope God is doing well in your life. Anyway, this week, today, we are going to talk about the book of Habakkuk. What lessons do we learn from this book? This is also a short book in the Old Testament, just 3 chapters. So you can take time off and just go through it. But today, we'll just pick here and there a few lessons. So, what's the book about? It's about how the prophet Habakkuk, was puzzled. Like so many bad things were happening to them as a nation, and he was puzzled as their prophet of the nation. He was asking God, he was inquiring from God, why are these bad things happening? Why are you letting our enemies reign over us? That, like, why are you watching? We are praying, why are you watching our enemies take control? That was how puzzled he was. In chapter 1, he kept on questioning God, and then in chapter 2 God answers, and then in chapter 3 he praises God. So let's dig in chapter 1. He's asking God, like, we are doing all these good things, why are you letting the bad people take control? Why are you letting them be joyful at our expense? This reminds me as a person that sometimes you're going through something and you feel like, you feel like God is quiet. Like, I have prayed, I have fasted, why is God keeping quiet? Isn't he seeing this so and so? Isn't he seeing someone being an enemy to my progress? Isn't he, like, why does it seem like he's rewarding the enemy? Sometimes we ask ourselves such questions. But trust me, when we come to God, he's going to answer us. So in the book, in this book, when the prophet comes and asks and inquires from God, God responds to him. God responds to him that his timing is the best. Number one, God's timing is the best. Sometimes when you're going through whatever you're going through, God is preparing you for success. God is preparing you for victory that is beyond what you imagine. And his timing, he's preparing it in a time that is going to best suit, and you're going to best appreciate that victory that he's preparing for you. Even you yourself, you're going to be amused. That is in chapter 3, verse 2, when the prophet is now praising God and living in faith and trusting God to take control of all the issues that they had going on. He speaks of how God is going to multiply their success because he has done it before. Like, remember the years and years before. So also us in our lives, as we are crying, as we are seeing like things are taking long, let's remember that when God chooses the time for us to prosper, even us ourselves, we're going to be amused. He's going to amuse us by the success that is waiting onto us, as long as we trust in God, as long as we leave everything to God. This book also teaches us that when you're troubled, who do you run to? When the pieces in the puzzle are not coming together, who do you run to? Let's just be like the prophet Habakkuk. He ran to God when everyone was asking him what to do next, how to sort this. Like, he himself was also puzzled. He did not know what to do. He did not know why things are happening the way they are happening. But who did he run to? He ran to God. He asked God. So for you, who do you run to? You're running to your friends, you're running to your family. They don't have the answers you're looking for. God has the answers you're looking for. So before you run to your friends, first run to God. Let him direct you. Because we see that God told the prophet, he assured the prophet that Babylon, Babylon is going to get its enemies are going to revenge. Babylon was the problem in the first place. So God assures that God assures them that Babylon is going to be dealt with. And guess what? You're not going to even have to lift a finger, because Babylon's enemies are the ones that are going to deal with them. So for you, you just need to stay in faith, step worshiping and praising God and fellowshipping God. Do not do anything that's contrary to your health just to bring your enemies down, just to prove a point, because God has a plan For who is going to do that? Who is going to be shamed? Not you. Not you. For you, you are built to live in God's glory. You are built to be peaceful. You are built to be calm. You are built to sit pretty, sit in peace, and wait for God to fight whatever is fighting against you. So many things may be fighting against you at work, in homes, everywhere, in offices that you're going into, that you're visiting, in ministry. Things might be when they're not adding up, but you do not need to lift a finger, because God, the one that is above all, is the one that is putting the puzzle pieces together, and he knows who is fighting who is going to fight who. You just need to sit, and the revenge that you seek is going to be carried out without you needing to lift a finger. All you need to do is to ask God, like, what should I do now? Should should I sit pretty? Okay, let me sit pretty and let everything work out. We also learn in chapter 1 that in chapter 2, verse 3, sorry, we learn that God's answer and timing, even if it seems like it has delayed, please do not let the devil lie to you that God is taking long. God is not answering your prayers. No, God's answer is coming, and it's coming in the right time. It is never too late, it is never delayed. We also see that in chapter 2, verse 16, we see that God will bring doom to your enemies, to the wicked. God will bring doom to them. The same, the same way they are trying to make, the same way that the wicked are trying to bring doom to you, God is also going to bring doom to them. In chapter 2, verse 16, it says that the same cup of wickedness that they are drinking from is the same cup that God is going to use to disgrace them, to punish them. So that's how good God is. The same things that are happening to you, that you may see that, oh my God, this is too much. My enemy is really taking a hold of me, and what. No, 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 don't worry, don't worry. The devil is not going to win. The same cup the devil is using to give you a test, the same cup God is going to use for them. And after all this is done, in chapter 3, we see that we have victory over punishment, over all those things that the wicked have been doing. Do not let the devil make you think that God is just watching the wicked rule over the righteous. No, their time is coming, their punishment is coming, and you're going to watch them be punished by God through their fellow wicked sisters and brothers. Also, we see that even though we are facing the worst times, all we need to do is to trust in God. Trust in Him to wait, trust in Him and let Him give you the strength to wait for His answer. That's all I had for this week. Bye bye. Enjoy your week. God bless you.